Hello students, we discussed the physical properties topic of this chapter in the previous video. Now let's move ahead. Next topic is topic 12.7, polarity of carbonyl group. You all can see the carbonyl group over here, C double bond O. Now this carbonyl group that is there, okay, we know that it will have partial positive and partial negative charge on it, okay. This is because a highly electronegative oxygen atom is bonded to carbon. Okay, fine. So you all are aware of the partial charges. Now, what happens is the structures that I have drawn in the bracket, these are nothing but the resonating structures. Alright. So it's like, if you remember the resonance of benzene ring or benzene ring compounds, there are many resonating structures and there's a resonance hybrid. Okay. The last resonance hybrid of benzene, we draw a dotted circle in between to indicate that there are alternate double bonds in between. Okay, so similarly over here, see, these are the resonating structures. Now you all know valency of oxygen is 2. Okay, now apart from this, oxygen has 2 lone pair of electrons which I have drawn over here. Alright, so what happens in its resonating structure is this double bond. Now see, for this pi bond, oxygen has given 1 electron, carbon has given 1 electron. This pi bond breaks, okay, and both the electrons of this pi bond will go to oxygen atom. Now that is the reason oxygen will have one negative charge, because the electron which belong to carbon also is on oxygen right now. So oxygen will has one extra electron, that is why it will have one negative charge, and carbon is deficient of one electron, so it will have one positive charge. Okay, now out of these, so it moves back and forth like the resonating structures. So this was the structure that can be majorly seen. Alright, so how we can draw the resonance hybrid? You all can see the pi bond breaks, it forms, it breaks and forms. So the pi bond, they have represented like in dotted structures, and this is nothing but the resonance hybrid for carbonyl group. Okay, fine. Now there are certain points that you all can remember. See, carbon has positive polarity. You all can see carbon has positive polarity, which indicates that it is electron deficient in nature. Okay, fine. Now this carbon atom, it is electrophilic. Okay, what does the word electrophilic mean? Electrophilic means it is electron loving. The carbon atom which has positive polarity, it is electron deficient, okay, and obviously it will be electron loving. So that is why this carbon atom is known to be electrophilic, and it is susceptible to attack by a nucleophile. Okay, fine. Since it is an electrophile, it can be attacked by a nucleophile. It is electron deficient, whereas a nucleophile is something which has more electrons, so it is willing to give electrons. Alright, fine. So this is the conclusion that we can draw from this topic, polarity of carbonyl compounds, polarity of carbonyl groups. Okay, fine. Now inside this we have one subtopic. So subtopic 12.7.1 is reactivity of aldehydes and ketones. Now there is a statement, in general aldehydes are more reactive than ketones towards nucleophilic attack. Okay, they are saying that aldehydes which are there, they are more reactive as compared to ketones towards nucleophilic attacks. Now to support this statement, they have explained it with the help of two theories. Okay, the first theory is influence of electronic effects. Okay, so here they have discussed about inductive effect. You all are aware of inductive effect, positive inductive effect, negative inductive effect. It was done in your 11th standard. Alright, positive inductive effect is nothing but electron donating effect, which is shown by your alkyl groups. So I have written over here, see, alkyl groups have plus I effect. Now why aldehyde is more reactive as compared to ketone? What is the reaction that is going to happen? We just discussed that because carbon has positive polarity, it is electrophilic in nature, so it is prone to a nucleophilic attack. Okay, now see, a ketone has 2 electron donating alkyl groups. Formula for ketone is RC double bond OR, right? So there are 2 alkyl groups in ketone, which decreases the positive polarity of the carbonyl carbon and electrophilicity. Okay, because there are 2 alkyl groups and both the alkyl groups show plus I effect, the positive polarity of the carbon atom decreases. See, the positive polarity in the first case is the reason why nucleophilic attack is happening. Okay, fine. Now what was the statement made? The statement that was made is aldehydes are more reactive than ketones towards nucleophilic attack. Why is this nucleophilic attack happening? Because carbon has positive polarity. Okay, fine. So it is electrophilic in nature, alright. But if there are two alkyl groups attached to this carbon, both the alkyl groups will show plus I effect, that is electron donating effect. So the positive polarity of this carbon will automatically become less, and it will be less prone to nucleophilic attack. Okay, I hope you all are understanding. Fine, this statement. Now what does this mean? Now see, in aldehydes, if you all know that aldehydes will have only one alkyl group, right? So aldehydes have only one electron donating group that is bonded to the carbonyl carbon. Okay, so that is the reason the carbonyl carbon of aldehyde is more electrophilic as compared to the carbonyl carbon of a ketone. Okay, fine. Let's see the next theory. Next theory is steric effects. Okay, fine. Now two bulky alkyl groups in ketone come in the way of incoming nucleophile. Whenever a nucleophilic attack is happening, because ketone has two alkyl groups, okay, there is a possibility that they may cause a difficulty in the nucleophilic attack. Okay, fine. Now that see, the alkyl groups, they come in the way of the incoming nucleophile. Now what is this called? This is known as steric hindrance to nucleophilic attack. Okay, so this ketone compound will cause steric hindrance, but whereas aldehyde was only one alkyl group, so it won't cause steric hindrance. Alright, so that is the reason its reactivity is more as compared to ketone. You all can see you all already know the structure of ketone and aldehyde. What is this arrow indicating? It is indicating the plus I effect. Okay, so for ketone, because of this plus I effect, the positive polarity of carbon becomes less, so it is less prone to nucleophilic attack. Also because there are two bulkier alkyl groups, so they block the path of the incoming nucleophile, whereas this is not a problem in aldehyde. That is why it is more reactive. Okay, so students, next we'll be starting with chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. So I'll start it in the next video. Thank you.